The Democrats are now intervening to stop immigration enforcement, and it's fairly obvious why. Democrats they boost their electoral college vote count and their congressional seats by protecting illegal immigrants. That is the scandal we are currently looking at. Boy, if this is not a coup, I don't know what is.
Well, the other thing, too, is one of the high court in New York right now is weighing a case on whether or not some 800,000 non-citizens are allowed to vote in local elections. And the city council approved that. They approved that. They're in favor of it because they think that they're going to, get all of those votes for the Democrats, which they likely will get.
I mean, in a place that they don't need to have more Democrats voting, and they're like, oh, well, we need to go ahead and make illegal immigrants.
But it's not just that, though, brother. If we're seeing everything with USAID, it's where you can funnel more money. That's what it really comes down to. And I think,
well, it's congressional seats.
Exactly.
Well,
and I think that actually what it comes down to, I don't think they're coming after him just because he spoke out and he made a deal with Trump to say, like, go into the prisons. He knows where the bodies are buried. He knows how things have worked and he's been in the meetings with Hochul and be like, let's do this and do that and do this and do that. That's what I believe they're really afraid of, because like you see a guy like Brandon Johnson in Chicago. He's like, oh, I'm doing the same thing. He's going full bore. And they're like, we're coming after him. There's a reason why Eric Adams wasn't named in the lawsuit by Pam Bondi. Usually you don't name your informant.
Yeah.
Right? You name everybody else around him. And he's such a big head that can, drop a lot of info.
This is an administrative civil war.
Oh, yeah.
Eric Weinstein, that's his quote. I agree with his assessment. What we are looking at with what the state Democrats in New York are doing to obstruct immigration enforcement, they're defying the Constitution and federal law for illicit gain. This is crazy. I mean, where does this go?
People are getting arrested.
Well, and you know who was
People need to be arrested.
Yes, but
who was in that meeting with Kathy Hochul? She had Al Sharpton in there in that meeting. He was one of the key people that she had, and he's a lying, race-baiting grifter. He has absolutely no business running anything in the city of New York at all.
Started a race riot.
He started a race riot.
He's part of the mouthpiece of the socialist, Marxist, communists for the last, since MLK was killed.
Yeah, and then Tawana Brawley, he has no business being involved in anything.
No, I mean,
so where does this go? We saw, I believe, was it Pam Bondi who announced the charges against New York? But this is tantamount to a lawsuit. I mean, it's effectively
It's
a lawsuit.
civil, isn't it? Isn't it a civil lawsuit?
Yeah, but she said charges, and then it's like, it's a lawsuit against the state or whatever. That, I appreciate the sentiment. I don't see how that moves the needle. No, I want to see obstruction, inducement charges. And with this move, the federal government is working with the mayor on law enforcement. That makes Democrats the bad guys.
Right.
yeah.
Okay, so let's just break this down. The Department of Justice has gone to the mayor of New York and said, we want to catch some criminals. Will you help us? The Democrats responded by saying, we will remove that mayor so that he cannot do that.
So that he can't get people out of the city.
They are criminals trying to aid and abet other criminals and illicitly targeting a mayor who is working with the Department of Justice.
Well, and you saw what Tom Homan said about AOC, who came out trying to tell illegal immigrants how to hide from deportation. Pamphlets. She's not the only one either. There's a lot
Ilhan
of electeds
Omar.
across the country who are doing this kind of stuff. And Ilhan Omar was speaking Somali to people directly to tell them. I think it's absolutely egregious that that's what these lawmakers are doing, because what Tom Homan is doing is enforcing the existing law.
Right.
He's not doing anything other than enforcing the existing law. And these are the same laws that Biden said weren't strong enough to actually close the border or keep people out or anything.
Just for quick context, I saw someone asked the question in the chat. Inducement, indeed. 8 U.S. Code 1324, bringing in and harboring certain aliens. In Section A, subsection 4, encourages or induces an alien to come, enter, or reside in the U.S., knowing or in reckless disregard of the fact that such coming to, entry, or residence is or will be in violation of the law or engaged in conspiracy to commit any of the preceding acts. We get it. So that's encouragement and inducement. They are crimes. I'll break it down for you. Encouragement is likely what we are seeing from these Democrats when they're saying, if you're here illegally, here's what you can do to stay here illegally. They are encouraging people to do so. Inducement would be more so, if you stay here, we will do something for you. So to offer something so that they will come and stay.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.